Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today in our trial run. It's the name of the mission, and we have a new friend. It's, what's her name? Jana. And we have a waitress. The waitress steps forward to greet you, a drink menu in her hand. Welcome to Caf Shack, home to the budget-friendly caffeine fix. May I help you? Yeah, what do you have? We've got the cheapest soy cafe in Berlin, guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. But of course, for hard-working folks like yourself, we do have other options. Options that corporate security doesn't tend to appreciate very much. Productivity enhancers. Get the picture? So, I would need charisma. Oh, productivity enhancers is drugs. Corporate security doesn't appreciate. Really? We're talking about not the drugs that they would probably sell to enhance productivity inside of their own offices. Can you imagine? That would definitely be how it worked. The corporations themselves would sell drugs to their employees so that they would work better and not be fired. Definitely, that's how it would work. You cannot spend karma while in conversation. It doesn't matter because I don't think I need to do that. I'm good, thanks. She shrugs. Suit yourself. Have a good one. I always have a good one. Except when I don't. In which case, it's fine. Well, my character doesn't. I have a good one nonetheless. Look at the pretty windows. They're so hand-painted. Everything is hand-painted. I love it. I love it. It's like, the whole game is like that. Okay. Didn't we need to go in? Oh, right. Of course. We need to go in through here. And we do have, I was looking at my camera because we do have a bunch of points, and I kind of want to bring them up a little bit. That said, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Charisma? So if I go with charisma, I really want enhancements. You know, body enhancements, which are gonna bring my... what is the name of that? I can't do anything with her. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, cyberware, that's the one. This is my life force, or, you know, the thing. Yeah, I can't have a maximum of it, but the thing is, it also shapes the spells that I can cast, if I'm not mistaken. So, we're gonna need to be, because we can't press F1 from here, we're gonna need to be careful about that. So I could go just on, try to max out my body. So, yeah, because right now we have body that is not, that's just a flat out difference. We have quickness that we have a little bit of, we have strength that we have a lot of, and then that's it, really. So I think I'm just not gonna have dialogue skills, which is fine enough. It's just, you know, a little bit sad about it. We also have throwing weapons, which might be a good idea. Actually, that might be fantastic. Let's look at our quickness over here. So quickness will increase my dodge. And these are just the maximums. And it's just to reduce chance of being hit by physical attacks. But if I invest in something else... The thing is, later, like, I only really need to invest in this sort of stuff for later in the game, right? But later in the game, you're really not going to have just 1 or 2 points. You're, like, because it's not going to make that much of a difference. That said, I would go with a shotgun, but I think min-maxing is going to be where we want to go. So, I'm going to spend points over here. I am going to spend points over here. I'm probably going to go up again on quickness. And another one over here. And then we have 6 karma points, and I'm gonna go with body. Now, body is hit points by 10 every point. That's good enough. It's pretty good. Now, that's mostly because my health is not as amazing as I want it to be, more than anything. But I don't know if I want it to be that much higher. especially if I'm gonna have quickness. Quickness is not everything, especially against certain types of weapons, because, you know, if you miss, you can still take 20, 30 damage by one hit, and yeah, it's very dangerous. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you've brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb up at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but can lift things, heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single, susurrant breath. The elf does. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. He looks Italian to me. Spanish, maybe? Potentially. I don't know. If it is lovely, if the sound of it is lovely, then I would guess a Mediterranean language. And judging by his skin color, you'd think European? Although, of course, that's a generalization. Because Northern Africa languages are also, well, I say Northern African languages. Egyptian is really pretty. It's really lovely, I find. I don't think I've ever heard another one, so it's just generalizing on the things that I know. I really like the sound of Egyptian. But, yeah, I don't know who he is. Oh, and I hope that you can speak Sperential? He shakes his head in disgust. Damned useless immigrants, says James. Do us all a favor, keep your opinions to yourself. Let's go with this one. This looks fun. Did I hear you right? Did you say that I was tardy? I mean, what are you gonna do? Send me to detention? Wonderful. Late and a smartass. He glances down at his chronometer. I have an important meeting in a few hours, so let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, and then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. So Sperential probably is Elfish, which I didn't realize was an actual language in Shadowrun. Or I didn't remember, rather, because I think we learned about it in Hong Kong in the game. Are you sure our friend here only speaks Sperential? To my immense disappointment, yes. A Teertangir, or Terngir, it's probably based on northern languages and Tolkien, Elfish, and whatnot. Teertangir, maybe. Dialect, by the sounds of it. I wish that he'd do us all a favor and go back. Can you understand me at all? I'm gonna address the elf. The musical tones of the elvish tongue pour out of his mouth again, but you can't make out a word. His dialect is quite foreign. It's unlike the form of Sperential spoken by the elves of Tirnat Nog, and that Nog is capitalized, and I wonder why. One thing that happens a lot in, well, especially old school phones, is that when you have an accent in an O and it's lowercase, then it becomes uppercase. It happens a lot as well with the Sedil in the C, and that's the only situation where I'll also remember that. But the reason why that is, I'm not 100% sure. Is probably from some simplification of the alphabets that phones run, and instead of having an uppercase version of the O with a that would be a grave accent, and the lowercase version as well, they just have the one and then use it for everything else. The elf falls silent. He looks just as frustrated as the mage is. So it might be a typo, because there's a the missing there, so that might be the N that was supposed to be capitalized. Just to relax and concentrate on the job. Let's do that. Your words... Oh, I told him that. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowls deepens. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here. But we've got a job to do, so... yeah, you're all gonna have to suck it up and deal... The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get moving? I don't have all day. We know, says Janna. You have a meeting. I can get us into Alishire's apartment, but there are a few things that we'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in that pack that the elf is carrying. Our employer gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find that access panel, Mouse? Quit calling me that! She takes a moment to calm herself. And yeah, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me a key code that should get us in. You've said should twice already? That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given, I rewire Alishire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brow furrows. Well, that's the theory, anyway. I've got a bad feeling about this. Alright, then, let's go. I'm not gonna say that I have a bad feeling about this. I do believe that I have a full team now. And we have a bunch of objectives right now. Who's that person? Who's that person? We have many people. Hello, people. What is up? A boutique food kiosk. I believe that's how it's pronounced. The sign out front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. I'm going to take a closer look at the food on offer. Glancing in the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You could eat for a week for the price of one of these things, and I'm going to step away. Yes, that is usually how it goes. You could eat for a week for, like... yeah, that's, yeah. What do we have? A stressed suit. It's a person in a suit, though. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy worry lines etch his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. James's cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it! You don't get to talk down to me like... The orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yeah, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you'd better watch the attitude. Now, isn't there a floor that you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. Don't mean to bother you. I'll leave you alone. He scowls and continues to pace. Why is that character there, apart from obviously showing us how janitors are treated? There's a knight errant officer over here. This is not for the Mitterbetter. It is for somebody else. That's not what it is. That's not what it stands for. And I don't even know how to read it, let alone what it stands for. I imagine the four is for, most likely. There's a lot of similarities between German and English, after all. Janna studies the junction box for a moment and then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit too. So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. What would that do? Make a loud bang and arc enough voltage into that hallway to knock out a gang of trolls? Yeah, I'd rather you didn't. We'll find another way past the guard. Fine by me. Just thought I'd offer. Okay, so we're... Let's have a chat with, I don't know what this is. I thought it was going to be like a restaurant, but I believe it is clothing. It's a tailor. The saleswoman's expression brightens at your approach. Welcome to Dunley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. A good choice, style and safety. You have a good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you a dressing room, or to a dressing room. And the idea here isn't to steal it. The idea is to actually buy it. It is pretty expensive. Grants +2 charisma, though. Because it's a suit. That'd be kind of cool. And then I would have a little bit of charisma to go with my life. That's kind of interesting. Lends an air of quiet authority and class. I kind of want to go with that. But I don't want to go with that. I want to spend my money in the cyberware. That's where we're going. Although that one, I mean, the charisma is nice. The charisma investment is good. We have an itinerant over here, and that's the thing. The guard's stance shifts slightly as you approach. Can I help you? Yeah, could you open the door to the utility area? We have some work to do in there. You can't read the guard's expression through his mirrored face mask, but his body language makes it clear that he's staring at you. This door is security coded, Delta grade. Your ID says that you're just a Theta, so no, I can't open the door. You're not listening. We have work to do in there. I heard him loud and clear, mop jockey. Now you listen to me. Nobody without Delta clearance gets through this door. Period. I suggest you talk to management if you really need to be in there. They'll upgrade your clearance. Otherwise, piss off. Sorry about that. We'll be on our way. Yeah, you do that. What can I do with this thing? An electrical junction box. It's looking like that guy's gonna be fried. Just saying. It's looking likely. There's another option, obviously, which is to attack him outright. But I'm not sure I want that. We'll find out. So we have a corporate woman around here. A well-groomed corporate couple stand in the corner, browsing racks of pamphlets around neural enhancement headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Ah, hello. Are we in your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we'd want is to come between you people and whatever it is that you do. No, I'm just browsing. Are you two here to buy? Not for ourselves, but yes, we're here for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates at the academy. That means headwear from augmentech. We may not be as rich as the other parents, but this, at least, is something we can do. I'm surprised they sell cyberware for children. Don't kids, I don't know, outgrow it? The man sighs. Yes, he'll need another one in a year, and every year after that, from now until college. But I suppose that's the price of success. Our son's classmates... Oh, that's the woman now talking. Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans's peers has a pediatric encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancements, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about kids that can't afford cyber surgery? Asks Jana. The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yes, that someone won't be our Hans. It is an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. But then, that's the world we live in, isn't it? Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world. And you're just the dog that eats. You choose to be the dog that eats, to be honest. That's, yeah. Let's see what options we have over here. Your world, maybe, not mine. Interesting. It is, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. It's the option there for the dog world. So the rich kids get the deck stacked in their favor. Well, talk about things that you didn't see coming. Yeah, it is our last option. You wouldn't want Hans to wind up at the bottom of the heap like me. I'm gonna go with the first one. See what they're gonna reply to that. Well, I suppose that I wouldn't expect you to understand. And now, if you don't mind, we'll get back to shopping for my son. Go push your broom somewhere else. Yeah, I think that guy over there was just there to show how janitors are treated. I think that's the point of this particular area. The woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimpling. Good afternoon and welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Idly, you wonder how many times that she has to give this exact speech every day. Tell me how I can help you today. I might be in the market for some cyberware? Then you've come to the right place. She gestures at the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the person you've always dreamed you could be. Sure, let's look at that. Scanning over the tastefully designed catalog, you find that most of the augmentech stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away I don't know how to pronounce that. Ruthenium, that's an easier word. Ruthenium polymer hair extensions, ultra expensive leonization treatments. Actually, I think I know what that is, but I don't know what that is. I think I've heard of that. Anyway, aimed at wealthy septuagenarians. Towards the back of the catalog, you find some more practical chrome, but nothing that a Shadowrunner would want, from designer replacement limbs to nephretic screens for alcoholics. I don't know what that word means, nephretic. Augmentech carries the very best in fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The, quote, mental enhancement, unquote, section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything that you couldn't already find in the Cruise Bazaar. You're about to turn away when an ad on the last page grabs your attention. The newest iteration of the Encephalon system, complete with an integrated math SPU. The Encephalon Next registered trademark as... Actually, I don't know what that is. The R stands for. I think it is for registered, but the trademark is the TM. As it's called, it is bleeding-edge commercial-grade tech. Non-compete agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you found one that carries it. Hey, this headwear looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glances at the item on the screen. Looking at the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one, and it is amazing. Totally worth the price. And what is the price? It doesn't say on the screen. Oh, we're doing a special right now. Yours for only 250. This is a waste of money, isn't it? This is a waste of money, isn't it? Well, it's baby's first cyberware, so yeah, that's actually really cheap. Okay, sign me up. That's wonderful. Good choice. I'll just swipe your cred stick, then I'll print up your purchase order. Okay, where do I get it installed? Is your doctor in the back or something? Her brow furrows. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We can sell you the device and have it sent to the clinic of your choice for installation, but we don't do the surgery here. Of course, your doctor will bill you separately for installation, but this way you can ensure that the procedure is carried out wherever you're most comfortable. Ah, that's why it's cheap. Potentially. I'll still take it. Please have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic in the Cruise Bazaar. She swipes your cred stick and punches a few buttons on her PDA. A flimsy slip of paper spills out of the terminal you're standing at and into your hand. The saleswoman beams at you. You are now the proud owner of the Encephalon Next. We'll have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic as per your request. When you arrive, just show the doctor or a member of his staff the... Interesting that she knows it's a man there. The proof of purchase that you're looking, or that you're holding, and he'll know what to fetch for you. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Mission added. Encephalon purchase order. That is what happened? Can I talk to you? Again? Hello again. Are you sure that everything is okay? Yeah, we got some repair work to do. The flux dilator is leaking coolant. A real messy job, believe me. His eyes widen. Is that dangerous? We should call security. Oh, no need to bother security. We're on the job. You two enjoy your shopping. Are they actually? I thought they might leave because I said that, but that doesn't seem to be the case. They're just going to be on edge from now on, which is totally fine by me. Okay, so that guy needs to be electrocuted somehow. Either that or I need... Well, I didn't talk to that guy back there, so I'm going to do that. I'll also... Can't do anything there. Yeah, I'll also see if there's anything new with that guy, because maybe I needed to talk to or see something else. So, Nur for Mitar Bitar. Yeah, those are just words that I don't know. Let's see what this knight errant has to say over here. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. Yeah, we're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone to service it. Besides, it's been running great since the other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. Says Jana, you know how it is with us and management? The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Yeah, we'll be on our way then. Take it easy. Okay. So they need to go down. Is this for I wonder if that guy is security, like is monitoring things. Because if he sees what is about to happen, he might show up and be like, "Oi, what's going on? Why'd you electrocute my mate over there?" And I'm gonna be like, "Because Jana did it." Let's find out. So, is it time to zap some guards? Yeah. That he did. He's dead. Yeah. And now I have the Theta key card. What do you know? Well, it's the end of the episode, so we don't know much. We're gonna know, but for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.